What's going on, guys? Welcome to J&G Podcast Episode 1, where we'll be talking about our military experience, relationship, parenting, the goods and bad about the military from our personal experience, because everybody's journey is different.
Hmm.
How was we were able to cope with me being away for
Deployment.
many rotation days, weeks, months? How she was able to handle those situations. This podcast is going to be a little about everything. It's also going to be based on your feedback, based on your comment. We will answer as much as possible. So we're going to open up this podcast introducing ourselves, um, who we are, and how we met. I go first? Lady first?
No, you start first.
Okay, for those who know me, I'm Jay. I'm 32 years old. I'm from Dominican Republic. Um, so how we met, I was already in the army. I was actually going to airborne school. And for those that doesn't know what airborne schools is, where you go and you become a paratrooper to be able to jump out of a plane. I met her through Facebook, on the Facebook market. It was in the Facebook market. I see her, and then we had a lot of mutual friends because we from the same hometown from Dominican Republic. So that was one thing that I was like, wow, we got a lot. She has a lot of friends that I know, so maybe I know her. I don't know. And she, well, she's still pretty, but she was pretty, real pretty. But there was one red flag for me that she looked very young. So the first time I saw her, I added her, but I didn't talk to her like for a day until she popped up again. I like, let me send it. I send it, and I went fishing, and the fish bite. She bite back.
I did not bite back.
You did bite back because you wrote back.
Yeah, how long did it take?
I don't know, but but it doesn't end there. After we started talking, I was like, wait a minute. Me just thinking, I'm in the military. I don't want to get in trouble because I'm just starting my career now. She looked very young. She looked under 18. I was like, I gotta see some ID before we continue talking. And she did. She sent me a picture of ID because I don't believe that you were over 18. And came to find out, she was older than me. So I was like, bro, all right, send it, let's go. We started talking. We started talking about like how much, like it was like 6 months before we got to
Before we met in
in
person, it was
person.
only 1 month because we
One
started
month?
talking in November and then you flew in December.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because I'm thinking about I spent 6 months doing all the training total, and then I
Yeah.
went I went yeah, that was towards the end of all my training.
So we met in person 1 month later after talking. So now I'm gonna talk about like my first impression
What was
when he
that?
hit me up or like we kind of started talking and stuff. Um, Automatically I was like, oh nope, nope, nope. He was like his profile picture was like with his military uniform. I'm like, oh no, I am not gonna date a military guy. Like long distance plus all the deal plus the reputation that military men have.
We gotta fix that guy. We
No,
have to fix that.
I was like, no way. And I told him straight up, I'm like, nope. Like, I'm not available. I'm not focused on meeting anyone. I'm just, I just graduated college. I just started my career, leaving on my own and all that stuff. We can be friends. That's kind of how we started off, like friends. Well, he's very persuasive.
Not so much persuasive, more consistent.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true. That's true. Not really persuasive, exactly. Consistent, like persistent.
yeah,
Persistent is the word. Yeah, he would not give up. Like I would tell him like that's it, we are done talking or whatever, and like literally the next day he will like message me, good morning, beautiful, this and that. Like nothing happened. Like I just didn't tell him like we are done. Like I don't want to talk to you anymore. I'm like, what is going on with this kid? He's crazy.
yeah. Because my mom told me when you want something, you gotta go for it. Never give up until you get it.
So
But at
I
this
guess that
time,
worked.
she was living in Connecticut, and I was stationed in North Carolina. So long distance was like it was not a thing for her or for me at that time.
Mm-hmm.
But moving forward to that, the next month we went over there. We met each other in person, and we went out on the first date. What can you remember about that day?
Our first day, I was not feeling it, to be honest. I wasn't like, it wasn't like love at first sight, or I wasn't like feeling it like that. Like I just saw him like a friend type of thing, or like let me try it out type of thing. But that, like, let me give it a try, a chance type of thing. But I wasn't really feeling it.
Yeah, I
Um,
think our relationship, the way it started, was not like
mm-mm.
as a love at first sight, like people
Yeah,
say.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
definitely not that. I think we started clicking more as more we started talking and we got to know each other better.
Yep.
And then we find out that since we both from the same hometown from Dominican Republic, uh, her family knew my family, and I think that was like one click that made us more open to get to know each other better more. Now
Yeah, I would
that
say so.
now that we know that our family know each other, her mom knew my mom, her grandma, and everything. So I think that pushed us more to be more open to say, hey, maybe we should give it a try. Now we feel more, we was more comfortable.
I think so, yeah. But for you, like when will you say that, like, oh, she's the one type of thing? When do you like realize that?
I
Let's see.
think it was after I seen how, cause you was different compared to other girls I've been.
Hmm. How?
I so I grew up in New York and it was different. You had your own apartment, you had your own car, you was independent, and I was not used to that. To the girls I dated, there was like it was not like that, like living by themselves and having their own career. So that stand out a lot for me. And
And I
once
mean, I had high standard. That was the thing for me. Like at that point of my life, I had high standard. That's why I was like, like I'm not gonna settle for less than that. Like I don't need a man. Like I'm doing so good right now. Like my career is just taking off. I have my own place, my car. Like I'm doing good. Like I don't need a man. Like
and I think the thing is the most is I'm not sure how does it work for the female but for the man, like you keep saying no and no, and that just
attract them you more.
motivate the shit out of me more.
Hmm. Interesting. Take no, ladies.
Yeah, that was it. Like I see how different you was, how you treat me. Even though at that time, the first time we saw each other was not like, oh, nothing crazy. You treat me nice. Don't get me wrong. You
Yeah, like
cook,
I was
you
respectful.
cook, you cooked my first home meal since I was out for training like for 6 months. I hadn't had Dominican food, so she did cook my favorite meal, which was rice and chicken with sweet plantain. So for me, well, that was heaven right there already.
Like I
So
wanted to do something nice because I know he had a tough, like coming home, I wanted to make it special for him. Um, like I was respectful and, like attentive with him, but not to the point that like I was interested in him or anything like that. I guess that's how you would say it.
and so the real reason we making this podcast, we decided to start a podcast and talk about our experience. Is because we feel that we could touch people a lot with
Hmm.
our experience, especially new couple that are either going to the military or not even the military, both way. But we feel like there's a lot of people that we could give advice from our experience through to the military and help, and also through the experience that we have from our friendship, all those military couple that we
For the
know,
couples, yeah.
that we all share our experience together and help each other out. So we just didn't learn through us, but we also learned through other people's experience, what work and what don't work. So we want to help those people that are struggling, in the military or about to go in or outside the military, because the experience that we have, it goes to anybody. It
And by
just
the way, disclaimer, like we not like perfect by any means.
nope.
Like we are not perfect. We are not professionals at like marriage counseling or anything like that. But I just feel like we have a good amount of experience and like we have been through so much and like you said, like we have learned from a lot from other couples or a lot from our friends. Um, and we have seen so much, that I feel like
We have grown so much. We've been through
yeah,
a lot of different stages. And if we could reach one person out there, by all means,
at least if we can make an impact, at least with one couple, one person, that will
yep.
satisfy us.
Feel free to leave a comment on the bottom, message us, what would you like to hear from us, more detail, so we could go more in detail on more and a different
Yeah.
topic.
And like
But
any questions that you guys might have or anything you would like to know about us as a couple, individual, parents. By the way, we are parents. We have 2 kids. And we have been married for 9 years, going in 10 this year.
so make sure to
Yeah.
follow up, comment.
Gonna try to make more videos, try to be consistent. We also have some other videos of when we were in Europe traveling. So
Yeah, we have a lot of topic, a lot of
yeah.
contests that we could provide. We're gonna bring it up as we go. As
Hmm.
each topic come up, we're gonna bring some contests from our experience.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for more.